How's it going, everyone? My name is Venture, and in today's video we do have the UCS R2-D2. This set did release on May the 1st of 2021 at an original retail price of $239.99 USD. And as of the making of this video, this set did retire on January 1st of 2025. And yes, you did hear me correctly. I did say UCS, although there is no indication of it being part of the UCS collection on LEGO's website, on Bricklink, or on the box. LEGO does list it as a UCS set. And don't worry, I didn't just doctor an image. You can actually click this link here and it takes you to LEGO's website, and when it loads, it actually brings up the same set with the same set numbers and all the same specs. It is given set number 75308, is rated for ages 18 and up, and has 2,314 pieces, which gave this set an original price per piece of 10 cents. Now this set is special because it is the only set that I am aware of that celebrates the 50th anniversary of Lucasfilm, and they do put a logo for that on the box. Taking a look at the back of the box, we get to see a bunch of different things. Firstly, we get to see a bunch of the play features of this set, as well as the dimensions of the set. And lastly, you get a few of these still shot images from the films. Opening up the box is quite an easy experience. Simply cut the two pieces of tape, holding it closed, and then you can pull to reveal the contents of your box. Now, as you just saw, there is a secondary box, so cut those two pieces of tape once more and pull to reveal the contents. Now, while there are 13 numbered bags, there are a total of 16 bags, with 7 of them being in that white box. Also inside of that white box are these two large Technic pieces. Also inside of that white box is going to be your sticker sheet. And lastly, inside of the white box, you will find your instruction manual. Now, inside of your instruction manual, there are quite a few special pages. So these two pages here are really all about the anniversary and how important droids are to the Star Wars universe, especially R2. These set of pages is going to be a brief history on R2-D2 and some of his iconic moments. So these pages here are about R2-D2's personality, how he expresses himself, and how his small size leads to his enemies underestimating him. So these pages here are all about the real-life model and some of the things that went into making the R2-D2 we see on screen. Taking a look at the final product, this thing is just impressive in terms of size, but there's a lot to go over, so let's talk about the extras. So for the extras, you get this very nice display stand with a display plaque. So the manufacturer name is Industrial Automation. His model is an R2 series astromech droid. His primary function is navigation and repairs. He is about 1.09 meters tall. His equipment is a holographic projector, a spacecraft linkage and control arms, universal computer interface arm, a buzzsaw, a third tread which is retractable, and his processing indicator color is red. Now this set does also include a 50th anniversary brick for Lucasfilm, and this is the only set that this exists in. And then of course it does include a minifigure scale R2-D2. Now this particular variant of R2-D2 appeared in 6 total sets, including this one from 2020 to 2021. Now the head of this R2-D2 can actually swivel 360 degrees around super easily. It's not stiff or anything, but it will stay wherever you decide it should go. Now, if I get the names of any of these things wrong, I'm so sorry, but I am going off a diagram that I'll have linked in the description. Now, on the back of R2-D2, you will see these cone pieces attached to these Technic rods. Pushing the one on the right side of its body opens up this compartment, and this compartment holds what's called a Manipulator Arm. Now, this Manipulator Arm can actually be extended simply by pulling on it. Pushing on the cone on the left side of the body opens up another compartment. Now this holds what's called an oil slick arm, and that arm once again can be extended simply by pulling on it. Now these dark blue pieces are actually compartments for what's called a computer interface arm, and there are in fact 2 of them. Now, while you can't extend them out super far like you can the other arms, they do look pretty good for what they're supposed to be. Now, on the top of R2-D2's head, there is a compartment where they include a micro-scale version of Luke Skywalker's lightsaber from Return of the Jedi, and I think that is such a cool detail, and they did a great job with capturing the look. The next play feature included on this is actually his Periscope, which is super cool. Now, it's not as tall as it should be, but it works. Now let's go ahead and look at some of the details on the head. So on the front of his face, the first thing we'll notice is his primary photoreceptor and radar eye. Right next to his eye are his auditory processors, which are basically his ears. The next detail that they included is his data card input. If you remember from A New Hope, this is where Princess Leia puts the Death Star plans. And right next to that big red piece is going to be his processor state indicator. The next detail they included on the top of the head is of course his holo projector, where he projects the message, "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope." Now these two little holes here could either be a few different things depending on which chart you use, but according to most of them, they are either going to be the infrared receptors or the logic function indicators. Now turning the head over to the back of it, we can go ahead and take a look at the details over there. Now both of these things here are going to be more holo projectors. Now this nice trans blue piece here is going to be another processor state indicator. And lastly, these two exposed Technic pins are just supposed to be buttons. Now this set has an amazing play feature where if you lift the back of R2-D2 up and tilt him forward, his third tread pops out and you can go about business. Now it will roll on a fairly smooth surface pretty well, and it works pretty great. I am very shocked and surprised with how well this thing works, and it is retractable like the set says. Now on the torso of R2-D2, they also put a bit of detail. Right here at the top is going to be what's called an acoustic signaler, and that is essentially like a loudspeaker. Directly beneath that is going to be his system ventilation. Directly beneath that is going to be his recharge power coupling, which is essentially his charger port. Right next to that is going to be what's called a polarity sync. On the side of his body is going to be these little grates here, and that is what's called an interface pulse stabilizer. Now on the back, there is more of the same detail that we saw on the front, being a recharge power coupling as well as more polarity syncs. Now there's not a lot on the side of the leg that actually has a name, but they didn't stop the detail on the rest of the body. They put a decent amount of effort into the side of the leg as well. But how does this larger scale one compare to two of the most recent buildable R2-D2s we've gotten? When it comes to extras, this one has the most with an anniversary brick, a minifigure, and a display stand. Now the next size down has a display stand and a minifigure, while the smallest does not. Now they are all obviously of different scale, but they can all either remove their third tread or retract it completely. Now, all of these can actually roll very well on any smooth surface. Now, if you try carpet, that's a different thing. When it comes to detail on the back of R2-D2, these are practically identical in almost every way. When it comes to details on the front, they both have a periscope. While one can actually come out of the body, the smaller one cannot due to its size. They both have two front-facing arms. Now, the smaller model does not have the computer interfacing arms like the larger one does. The legs on these models are incredibly well detailed, and you'd be hard to find a winner. The larger one also comes with Luke Skywalker's lightsaber included as an extra. So, all in all, what are my thoughts on this set? Well, it is an incredibly detailed model, but it does come at the cost of $240. This set is definitely for the die-hard Star Wars collector or the die-hard R2-D2 fan. If you're not that person, I would suggest getting the $100 one. It comes with a lot of the same details included at a much more affordable price tag. But don't take that the wrong way. This is a phenomenal set with a lot of great detail and thought going into it. It's a phenomenal display set at that as well. But with its original retail price of $240, it makes it a hard recommendation, especially now since it's retired and the price is only going to go up. Overall, it's a pretty good set. I give this one a 7 out of 10. But that's all I have to say on this set. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you found this video helpful for your purchasing decisions. If you did enjoy this video or found it helpful, please let me know by leaving a like. Let me know your thoughts on this set and more in the comments section down below. And if you would be ever so generous, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It is a great and free way to support the channel, and it would mean the world to me. Until next time, stay bricked up and enjoy what you love.